to be champ. TDT champ. Congratulations, Chris. It's been a long time coming, but you did your thing. It's a good feeling, man. TDT champ. I know the feeling. I do. But yeah, man. Amazing year, everybody. Amazing season for TDT in 2017. Everybody was neck and neck the whole season, except one team. Steady throughout the whole thing. Chris, Team Snake Oil. I think that name has something to do with Jahan. Pretty sure it does. Maybe Jahan gave him some bad advice or something. Sold him that snake oil. But Chris's teams, I think, always have something to do with Jahan, right? Like last year was Jahan's curse. Jahan threw the jinx on Chris. Year before that, it was J-Ved my season. I think that had to do with a bad trade, maybe. Before that, Hershey Squirts. I'm going to stop guessing if that has anything to do with Jahan. Yeah, awesome season, though. Worst record was a respectable 5-9. That was Eric, Min, and Joel. But you can't be mad at that. 5-9. That's pretty good. Like having a kid who's not that bright, but he's trying, you know. He's trying hard. He's just getting those C's and D's, though. Can't be mad at that. Respect. Can't give him participation trophies either. You put him in the fucking toilet bowl. Stick his head in there. Fucking get a B, man. Get a B. That's what we did to Eric and Joel and Min. Stuck him in the toilet bowl. Somehow I was in there too. That just confirms what a crazy season it was, though. I started 6-1. 6-1. Next thing you know, Chris fucking text messaging me saying, "Bro, you're going to win TDT." Threw that fucking Chris voodoo on me because I lost the next 7. That hurts to say, man. Lost the next 7. Fucking snake oil. Fucking Chris's curse. Chris ved my season. 7 losses in a row. But even with that, had I won in week 13, the last game of the season, division title. But nah, man, I got that 7th loss, and in that toilet bowl instead, it was like win, division title, lose, toilet bowl. It's like a marathon. Just was a marathon runner, stumbled right at the finish line, didn't make it across, just broke my leg. Couldn't even roll across. John was in our division. He almost made it to the playoffs too. Our division was tight. It was a tight race. It was like a potato sack race. But you know, it was like we were all in the same potato sack. Just about whose nose was longer, bigger, or something for that photo finish. Maybe who leaned forward just a little bit more. Whose belly was bigger. Maybe that's why Joe won. I don't know. But yeah, Jank was in there too. Jank almost made the playoffs. He was doing ad drops Sunday morning from the bike trail, setting his lineup from the beach. Jank is just too cool for Sundays. I hope you come back, bro. You better come back. We love you, Jank. Jay almost made the playoffs too. He might have if he didn't lose David Johnson in week 1. Or maybe if he was in another division. He was in there with that snake oil. Chris's revenge. But Jesse did his thing too. He was 7-7, almost made the playoffs. He didn't deserve it, though. He gave up too early, traded away Antonio Brown when he was 4-4. 4-4. I don't know, man. Who knows what would have happened had that trade not go down. Joe almost gave up early on his season, too. Could have been right there with Jesse, but ended up winning his division. Got into the playoffs. Great story, by the way, Joe. Don't prematurely throw in the towel. Just stay in there, compete. Feels good to win. It does. Joe, you need to give Jesse a call. Tell him your story. Do a face-to-face videogram. Show him that third place money. Chris made the playoffs. Obviously, I mean, he won the whole thing. But yeah, Chris in the playoffs again. Everybody's used to it. Chris is not a threat in the playoffs. He was there for the 5th time. Never even made it out of the first round, though. Never made it to that championship game. Just hasn't been a threat. Like a baby with a knife, you know. When it comes down to it, if you wanted to, you could just overpower that baby, take that knife away real easy. That's Chris, baby with a knife. Yeah, he called me last year, sounding real sad. Year before that too, maybe in 2012 and 2010. He called me same way. Always making it to the playoffs, never getting to that championship game though, getting stuck in that first round. I kept telling him though, I was like, "You'll get him next year, bro." Gave him that pep talk because we all need that sometimes. But man, it made me feel like a liar. You know, you just see patterns sometimes. I don't like feeling like a liar. But you just got to say nice things to your friends, to your loved ones. Encourage those around you sometimes. Help them believe in themselves. Maybe it paid off for him this year. It looks like it did. So here we go. Round 1 of the playoffs. Chris facing another playoff regular in Taner. Taner desperate for a championship too. He wants that champ status. Been in the playoffs 4 times since 2010 when we first started. Been to the championship game twice, but could just never close the deal. He never won the big one either. And Team Taner, man, his guys didn't show up. Playoffs round 1. Chris showed up. He did. The baby with the knife grew up a little bit. Turned into a 9-year-old with a knife. That's kind of dangerous, right? Maybe 12. 12-year-old with a knife. Yeah, he's got a chance. So Chris did his thing against Taner, week 15. Made it to the championship game, finally. That same week, Rich did his thing. Came in as the number 2 seed. Only made the playoffs once. That was back in 2015. Won the whole thing, though. He was one-time playoffs, one-time champ. Rich did his thing against Joe. So now number 1 seed versus number 2 seed for the Tdtplz title. Chris versus Rich. Brother versus Smother. Black and Yellow versus fucking Cracker Jackson Jello. Went into Monday's game. Let's see. He was down by about 30 points. Yeah. 30 points going into that championship game, going into those Monday night games. Came down to the wire. Chris leaned on his Steelers, Big Ben and Le'Veon. Pittsburgh was at Houston. It was an away game for them. Got to worry about Big Ben when he's not playing at home. historically bad when he's not playing at home. You don't even want to start him in fantasy when he's away. Kind of felt like Chris was Big Ben. He came in as the number 1 seed, but it just didn't feel like he was the home team. You just kind of felt it. You just knew he was going to suck, like Big Ben when he's away. But his guys ended up coming through. Put up like 35, 36 points. Got him that TDT crown. Yeah. Awesome season once again. Congrats to Chris. Big congrats. We've now had 6 different champs in 8 seasons. Let's keep that going. Of course, I want to win. But it's nice seeing a variety of champs. Got to keep that exciting, keep everyone competitive. It's good stuff for the league. Also, my bad for not being active with posts, with those write-ups, with those photoshops. It's been a busy year, a hectic year. But hey, man, I encourage you all to contribute too. Blow up those message boards, make some videos, talk shit. Step up that shit talking. When you open your mouths, I want to see that doo-doo in there. Like you were chewing in that doo-doo and it's in your teeth. Master that shit talking. Eric was last year's Toilet Bowl unchampion, but nobody even renamed his team. They beat him 9 times. That's 9 chances to rename his team. Make that walk of shame a little bit longer, but nobody capitalizing on that. Exercise that right. Shame that loser. Make him feel like dirt. Make him feel like he's that grit under your shoe. That piece of meat stuck in your teeth. Just dirty. Praise your champs too, Chris. Reminder, everybody, text Jank, call Jank, tell him to stay in the league. This is what it's all about. Keep it active, keep it live. Fantasy football is cool, but it's on us to make TDT great. So, this is your commissioner, TDT. Touchdown there, please. 2017. Look forward to 2018. Hi.